If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Now, Terrence, obviously, Haloti Ngata just got the big contract last week, but he's trimmed down about 20 pounds for this season. When you see a guy like Ngata, who's been to Pro Bowls, he's been an All-Pro, he's got $40 million guaranteed for the next 2 seasons, how much motivation does that give you? You got in better shape, you trimmed down, now you're starting with Kelly Gregg no longer in the picture, but having a guy like Haloti Ngata next to you on that defensive line, how much of a mentor has he been for you?
He's been a big part of my game because he tells me little things I can notice on the field between plays, like, the tilt of a lineman or the set of the backfield or just talk up front about a lineman.
What's the best prank someone's pulled since Haloti got the contract, or what's the best joke that someone's told? Who had the first one, really? You haven't gone up to him at some point and said, dude, come on, $5.
$5. Everybody's like, oh, I'm a Ngata. I'm related to you. You just didn't know it. But I guess the ATM at work ran out of money. They're like, Haloti, did you fill it back up? Everybody's talking about money. I'm like, man, I ain't going to talk about money with you, Haloti, but I did want to start betting him in Words with Friends, but he's a cheater. He's a dang cheater. Don't ever play Haloti Ngata on Words with Friends.
It was actually part of my plans for the week, too. I'm glad you let me know that. How many guys play Words with Friends? Terrence, you in on that?
No.
How many? I mean, a bunch of you guys doing that?
I'm the master at Words with Friends on the team, for sure. I've already beat, I think everyone that plays, I already beat him. I already destroyed them all, so, besides Haloti, but he cheats.
So for guys that aren't so smart like me, explain why it is that you're dominant in Words with Friends.
Because I know all the little 2-letter words like QI and XU and...
That's not a word. I don't care what. That's not a word.
I mean, it is in the dictionary.
Define it.
Why do I need to know what it is? That doesn't. Whether I know what it is or not doesn't determine whether it's a word or not.
Terrence, could you admit to cheating in anything? Have you ever played a game where you say, I mean,
do? If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's how I look at it.
Somebody was asking me the other day, I see offensive players getting away with hands and face masks and grabbing. Does that bother you when you see that? You say to yourself, come on, man.
Yeah, I hate it when people do dirty tricks in the game. I mean, why you gotta do that?
What's the worst thing that's ever happened to you on a football field?
Actually, probably was a chop block this past Sunday. Yeah, I didn't like that.
How about the whole pull you down by the top of your pads?
Oh, I hate that.
You got that a couple times this year, like Kevin Mawai likes to do that, but somebody got you a couple times. One of the centers, they like to fake like they're going to hit you low and yank you down by the top of your pads. That's like the oldest, dirtiest trick.
What's the worst thing someone's done to you on a football field, BA?
I mean, nothing too dirty, probably just getting hit in the back or something like that.
There was never like a time in high school where you guys were down at the bottom of the pile, you got like your eye poked out or something like that?
Oh man, one time a dude pinched me on the bottom of the pile. I'm like,
what?
I'm like, really? Are you pinching me right now?
Right. That's a little weird.
He was pinching me.
Right.
Like.
It's really happening?
Yeah, I was about to give him a dirty Sanchez.
Jeez. Hey, Mark Sanchez is coming to town on Sunday night. That's a good transition.
Exactly.
I wonder if anybody's thought of any chance for Mark Sanchez for Sunday night. Just a thought. What do you know about this team, the Jets, Terrence? What do you know about, you guys played them in week 1 last year. What do you know about what these guys are going to bring to the table offensively and try to do?
Just try to run the game. That's the main thing they're going to try to establish, and they're going to do little play action and try to take deep shots downfield.
For you, is it, you are so, gap control is such a big deal. Explain gap control for someone. We hear that term thrown around, and if you've never played football, I don't think you really understand what gap control means. And I don't think sometimes people understand how well you play because it doesn't show up in the statistics. How important is gap control for you guys?
That's an important thing on the D-line because if you get caught out of your gap, I mean, it's a chance it can go for 6 or it's a chance it can go for a big game.
Have you guys ever, I don't know, is there like a number that when you guys go back and watch film that they say on X number of plays you had that gap taken care of? Is there any way that you can really judge it?
Not really. I mean, you really can't judge it until the end of the play, however you finished at the end of the play.
I mean, it's not a big deal if you have your gap. It's really a big deal when you lose your gap. So more than anything, they show examples of other teams when, you know, like a D lineman will be peeking in one side, and then he'll switch sides and go back to the gap that wasn't his, and then the linebacker will go in that same gap, and all of a sudden the play is out the gate, you know.
Okay.
So a lot of other teams, they really show that, but I think the most important thing about our technique is knocking back, and more than gap control, you want to take the man that's in front of you and you want to knock him in the backfield, and that's what Terrence does so well. Haloti does that so well. Sizzle does it well. Double J does it well. So, and even R. Jones is getting really good at it. So, I mean, our front guys, our D line is so amazing this year. I mean, I get so excited to be in there next to those guys, and you know, when I get my little bit of linebacker, and if I do make a play, everybody knows it's going to be Ray Lewis on the solo tackle, even if it is 51.
Yeah, wait, okay, did you get the sack?
No. You
don't think you should have gotten like any sort of credit for that?
I think I should have got the sack, and Ray should have got the caused fumble. But you know, he gets the sack, he gets the caused fumble, and he gets the trip to Canton in the yellow jacket. So I'll just be chilling, you know, at home with my 5 dogs and my family.
All right, Terrence, BA says he doesn't care about ever. You see Haloti, and I know you've gone down on the other side of the field and played a little offense in the past. Have you thought about catching a touchdown pass in the NFL, something like that?
Or running it?
Yeah, I think about that all the time.
I mean, are you in there like, come on, man, give me a couple more plays?
So you're saying you want to be in on the goal line offensive package like Haloti?
I was in the goal line offensive package.
Was you a fullback?
Yeah,
he was last year a fullback.
Could you imagine a dude like that running full steam at you right now, running around the
We got a saying in the defensive room that there's one body part on everybody that's the same size, and make sure you hit him in that one body part that's the same size as everybody else's, and that's the ankles. If Cody was coming at me, I'm full speed at his ankles, maybe his toes.
Just gonna bounce off him, you know?
He does got nice and little nimble ankles too, by the way. Nice calves too.
This is getting weird. Hang on, Terrence,
he shaves his legs.
Do you shave your legs? This is a weird part of the show.
No, I just grow a lot of hair on my legs.
And it's creepy that BA does it,
in the skinny jeans, shaved legs.
Now, Terrence, BA told us you have a couple interesting tattoos. Comic book characters. Tell us about that.
I have a Spawn and the Punisher and the Incredible Hulk.
Read a lot of comic books still?
Not as often as I used to.
You got your head in the playbook now, right?
Yeah.
Do you like to think yourself a superhero? I mean, like, is there a moment where you make a play and you say you sort of want to get up and do like a whole superhero thing?
No, I never think about that on the field.
If you could have any, this is my Barbara Walters question. If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I'll probably have to say teleporting.
Why teleporting?
Rob Banks easily, man.
He asked me one day. We had like a Sunday off. He's like, "BA, did you see the marathon?" I'm like, "What marathon?" He's like, "Oh, the DC versus Marvel comic marathon." I was like, "Nah, I thought you meant New York or Boston marathon, bro. I didn't see it."
He went around the locker room and asked everybody else, and he got the exact same answer. BA, give me a superpower. One superpower, if you could have it.
Man, I like Incredible Hulk. Because he can run so fast, and he's so strong, he's all buffed, and I don't know, he's a pretty bad dude. I won't mind being Hulk.
Plus you can already fly, right?
Nah, but he can Hulk smash and do all those things. Hulk is dope, man.
Yeah. Give it up for Brendan Imadejo and Terrence Cody, everybody. It is Monday Night Live. We got more to come. Anthony Allen's still in the house. The nasty one's going to come up.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.